Hello everyone, welcome to our Thursday night Facebook Live. I am so excited to talk about this topic with you tonight. It is the 3 common mistakes that most people are making when it comes to fixing their gut. And I myself was no exception. These were 3 of the same mistakes that I made. And you might be very well making these too, and they could be holding you back from fixing your gut. And I don't want that to happen. You see, when I was fixing my gut, I spent years trying to do it. I spent thousands of dollars guessing my way through it. And in turn, I actually was making my gut worse. And so I don't want you to make those same mistakes I did. So I'm going to give you the shortcuts. I'm going to give you the 3 things that we really need to make sure we're taking a look at so that you don't end up stuck on the angry gut train. That's what I like to call it, the angry gut train. You know what I'm talking about. The angry gut train has you stuck eliminating foods, following restrictive diets, and still stuck with the pesky gas, bloating, diarrhea, or constipation, and it's affecting your quality of life. So we need to get you off that angry gut train. So tonight we are going to talk about the 3 mistakes that so many people are commonly making that could be very well holding you back. Who's ready? Because I'm ready. I'm ready to dive in deep here. Awesome, Margie, that's you. We don't want that to be you anymore, right? Let's get that stopped immediately. So let's dive right into number 1. The first thing that I find so many people are doing, and I myself did when I was trying to fix my gut, was guessing. Now, I know this feels so frustrating, and I know it very well feels like you are putting in your very best effort. I know that you are trying everything, and it feels hard. It feels frustrating, and quite frankly, there's moments where you're ready to almost throw in the towel. Although there's a piece of you that very much feels like this feeling mediocre the rest of my life, this can't be it for me. And so you go through like these ups and downs emotionally, and it's just wearing on you. So the thing about guessing is it's really dangerous. And one of the things that I've been noticing that's so common, I've talked to so many people even in the last week, and they're either Googling or they're working with a practitioner that has them taking vitamins and minerals, for example. So let me ask you, are any of you guys taking like B vitamins or vitamin D or iron, or I hear it all. I had someone say I'm taking calcium, vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin E, vitamin D, all the Bs. I'm like, my goodness, look at all of the supplements that are happening. Hey, Cindy. And so I want to just caution you, the trouble with guessing what supplements may help you is that we're really not getting to the root of the issue, which is you're not digesting things, which is why maybe you're identifying food in your poop. Maybe you're experiencing bloating or gas or, again, diarrhea or constipation, all signs that you're not breaking your foods down properly. So while you very well might be deficient in all of the things, the reason you're deficient is not due to a lack of that supplement in your diet. It's not because you haven't been taking calcium in your diet. It's because you're not absorbing it from your foods. So the answer isn't to just give you a supplement because you're not digesting it in the first place, which means when you do take the supplement, you're pooping out your money, right? I had a lady literally tell me today, Alyssa, I can count the capsules, the tablets in my poop. You're not absorbing it. You're not digesting it. That's the root problem. We have to say, why are you deficient in these things? So guesswork is really expensive because when you start adding up all the cost of all these different supplements, it's bloody expensive. And then when it's not giving you any relief, here's the big kicker. It literally robs you of the faith that it's possible for you to even fix your gut. Because you start to feel like, is this even possible for me? Like, am I ever going to feel normal again? Has anyone ever asked themselves that? Have you ever asked yourself, am I ever going to feel normal again? If this is a question that you have asked yourself with so much understanding, because I have been there, there is a very strong chance that you are likely guessing. And keep in mind, I don't know what you're doing at home. I don't know what supplements you're taking. But if you have thought or have wondered or have said, am I ever going to feel normal again? There is a real strong chance that you're guessing through things, and that's the thing that's holding you back. And again, I did this. When I was fixing my gut, I was relentless. I refused to accept that I was meant to feel mediocre the rest of my life. And so I would go into the health food store and I'd Google and I, did all the things. I thought I was doing all the things. And so I'd end up buying like these super expensive probiotics and come home, and when that didn't work, I'd try something else. And then when that didn't work, I'd follow a restrictive diet and do low FODMAP or GAPS, or I ended up doing like Atkins. I did all sorts of crazy shit. I was desperate. I was ready to do just about anything to get relief. But what I didn't realize was I was dancing around the actual problem. I was sort of like beating around the bush. And because of that, the actual underlying core issue, the causative factors, continued to get worse. And my symptoms continued to get worse. And every time it feels like you fail, it takes a bit of your confidence away. And it starts to create this lack of confidence in your body, this anxiety. And that is part of the thing that we also have to heal. When we're working with irritable bowels, we don't just have to now fix your gut, we have to now fix your confidence in your body. And that is the danger of guessing, because you're not only getting progress, but you're not getting progress, but we're actually making things worse on all levels, even from a mental health standpoint. So one of the things that I really, really encourage people to do is please, please stop guessing. Promise me you'll stop guessing. Now, I know you're thinking like, easy for you to say, Alyssa, I have to do something. And I hear you. I totally hear you. We're going to do something. I promise you. What we're going to do is get you on a complete gut repair system. So the thing is that what I find when people are struggling and they're spinning their wheels, it's not that they haven't been trying a lot of the right things, right? Like a probiotic is beneficial. Enzymes, yes, they're beneficial. I get asked this all the time. But the thing is it's not just one or two of these things, it's all of these things, right? And when you're guessing, you end up missing certain critical pieces of the puzzle. So I'll ask you, I know you're trying to figure out what to take, but do you know if you have SIBO? Do you have candida overgrowth? Do you have parasites? Do you have an underactive stomach? Do you have an imbalance in your bacteria? What do you know about fixing your gut? Right? Talk to me about what do you know about fixing your gut? There is very likely some of these pieces that are missing because, a probiotic is great. You can put good bacteria in there. But if you've got an overgrowth of bad bacteria, that's not going to fix that issue. And then you're wondering why it's not addressing your bloating. Well, because a probiotic isn't going to fix your bloating. Your bloating is not likely due to not enough good bacteria. In part, it could be. But that's why we get, that I've tried this, why isn't it working? Because there's some stone unturned still. There's a piece of the puzzle still missing. So Margie's asking, how do I find that out? This is where working with a qualified practitioner is so key, because we're trained to help you navigate through that, to know what things are indicators for these imbalances, and also provide you with tests that you need to pursue to help narrow in on where the problems lie. And guessing will never ever help you get into that nitty-gritty detail. So working with a practitioner can really help you to save money, to save your time, and get you on the fast track to feeling better again. So let's talk about number 2. So number 2 is really important as well. And the thing is that it feels like, I always say, it feels like a donkey's age that I've been stuck here, right? I mean, when you've been suffering with gas, bloating, angry bowel movements, you're exhausted, and let's be real, you're moody, right? You put your cranky pants on in the morning because it's hard to put on a smile because you're uncomfortable, right? And you're trying to function in the world, and everyone seems to be floating around you like everything is wonderful. And it is frustrating as hell when you are in pain and you're uncomfortable and you're trying to put on a smile, right? So I understand why you might feel a little bit impatient, right? But number two is that it is so important that we bring patience here. Being impatient, I mean, I totally get it. Again, I understand how it feels. And because you've tried so many things that feel like they haven't worked and it feels like you keep failing, when you are trying something new again, or when you're trying another something, you start to kind of get like this, like it's gotta work, like quick, right? Like I need to see the results. Hey guys, it's so great to see all you guys on here. I see everyone saying hello, hello, hello everyone. So yeah, we get kind of impatient. We're like, I need to see the results, like now, because I need to know this is gonna work, right? And so I wanna just adjust the expectation just a smidgen so that we set you up for success, okay? When you embark on fixing your gut, and I'm talking about with a complete gut repair system that has the pieces in place, you should see changes soon. You should see improvement. Now, I always tell my clients, we're looking for improvement, so we gotta celebrate the wins and talk about what has improved. So are you pooping better? Has your bloating reduced? Yes, yes, yes. Okay, great. Great. Now let's talk about what still needs some support. So that's the way I want you to think about it, is what is improving? Is there anything improving? If the answer is yes, you're moving in the right direction. Okay, if the answer is no, then what you're doing isn't working. We need to adjust. Okay? The problem with impatience is we look for perfection. We want to see like, let's get this IBS gone, right? We start something and we're like, okay, I'm giving it a week. And after a week, you're like, it's not working because you're not feeling 100% fixed yet. So we have to have some patience because it's taken a whole life for you to get here. One of the things that we really break down so that you understand why you're stuck feeling the way you are is we have to look at the wear and tear that's happened on your gut for the lifetime of your gut. It's kind of like your car, right? I use this example all the time. It's just like your car. You have wear and tear that happens on your car, which is why you have a mechanic, right? And that mechanic helps you to do the maintenance on your car. And we have been trained like clockwork, you got to get that oil change done, right? It helps to maintain the car, prolong the life of the car, improve your fuel efficiency, all that shit, right? You do those oil changes to prevent having to do an engine rebuild. Now, the problem becomes in real life with your gut is that we have all the wear and tear happening. Stress, antibiotics, dehydration, eating the same foods all the time, environmental toxins, all of this general wear and tear that's happening, and it starts to accumulate. And the big kicker here is we've never been taught how to do maintenance on our gut. We've never been taught how to do like an oil change on our gut to freshen her up. So the reason you're here is because you need an engine rebuild on your gut, right? And it's been a whole lifetime of that wear and tear and no maintenance. And so it's not going to fix itself in a week or 24 hours. In fact, you might even still experience improvement. And I want to let you know that if you have a terrible day, a bad day, where maybe you slip backwards a little bit, and if you've been, experiencing diarrhea, you end up with another bout of diarrhea, or you miss a bowel movement one day because you've got constipation usually, it's not a sign that all hell's breaking loose. I don't want you to panic. Just remember, it's been a lifetime of wear and tear. And you're giving your body those good nutrients, and you're really learning how to support your body on all levels, and it's gonna take some time. And with, again, much love, and I know it's hard to hear, guys. I understand, it's so hard to hear. that it's going to take a good 6 months to really fix your gut with a complete gut repair system. Not 6 months of guessing, not 6 months of throwing pasta to the wall and hope it sticks, right? 6 months of a complete full-on protocol that is addressing all the underlying imbalances. And again, you're going to have lots of improvement long before that. But remember, a lifetime, 6 months, not a lifetime of wear and tear. I'm going to give this puppy 24 hours, and if she ain't working, I'm out. So here's what ends up happening with step number 2, with this impatience. And I see it time and time again, is we try something, and when it doesn't work, we chuck it, right? Like I did with the probiotics. I'd try the probiotic, when it didn't work, I'd be like, that didn't work. Again, it's not that it's not working, it's that you're missing critical pieces of the puzzle. So what starts to happen, this problem is we don't give the body enough time or traction to improve. And so if you are trying supplements and you are only on them for a couple of weeks or a month, and you're, switching and trying this thing, trying that thing, and you're like an octopus on roller skates like I was, then your body's never going to gain traction to be able to heal and move forward. So get on the complete gut repair system and stay the course. Stay the course, guys. It's absolutely possible. You will continue to improve your quality of life along the way. I promise you that. But you got to stay the course. You got to stay the course. Most people never get to their destination because they quit long before they even get there. So stay the course and you will absolutely get there. Don't give up. Don't lose the faith. All right? Now the third thing. Third thing. This is something that might be the last thing you're expecting me to talk about. Maybe not the last thing, but something you're probably not expecting me to talk about. And I just jumped into my client Facebook group yesterday and did a Facebook Live on this exact thing because I'm seeing it so frequently. And it's mostly happening on Instagram. It's a bit of a problem and we need to stop it. So here's what's happening. Here's what I'm seeing. It's not just on Instagram, but I'm seeing this type of thing, especially on Instagram, but a lot of people get stuck in this frame of mind of owning their IBS. Owning it. My IBS. It's not yours. It's an imbalance within your body, but it ain't yours. Don't take ownership over that. Don't take ownership over that because that means you're going to bring it with you everywhere you go. You can have all the right steps in place, all the right foods, all the right supplements. But if you have owned your IBS as if it is a part of who you are, you're never going to get rid of it. You're never going to get rid of it because there's some piece of you that, this is going to sound hard to hear. It might sting a little, and I'm delivering it with, again, much love, that there's some piece of you that enjoys being sick. Now, I know now at this point, you're probably pissed off at me if you're watching this, but hear me out. Hear me out, please. Okay? Here's what happens. This isn't consciously, because no one's ever thinking like, I want to stay sick because it feels great. I know you're not thinking that, but on some level, what tends to happen when we start to own our IBS and we own our illness, there's some piece of us unconsciously that wants to remain sick because maybe it's serving you in some way. Maybe it's protecting you in some way. Maybe it's getting you attention and love that you really are yearning for. And so I caution you to please not own your IBS. You never hear me describe myself, hi, I'm Alyssa and my IBS. No. And when people tell me like, what do you do for your IBS? I don't have IBS. That's the first thing I tell them. I don't have IBS because I don't. I broke up with that shit long time ago. Bye-bye. I don't want that. So here's what's happening. And this is what I'm seeing on Instagram especially. And I don't know if it's just some clever thing like we think it's cute or funny, or again, it's like, ooh, look at me, like I'm sick. But people have in their profiles like IBS warrior. No, you are not an IBS warrior. You are not an IBS survivor either. No, No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Mm-mm. Nope. Nope, nope, no. Do not accept that. Do not name yourself that. Yes, abso-freaking-lutely, you are a freaking warrior. No question about it. You ain't an IBS warrior though. Don't add that tag to your life. Don't own that. Pack that shit up and burn that box. Move out of town, get rid of it. IBS is not yours. Here's how ridiculous it sounds. It's like going up and being like, hi, my name is Cancer. Or hi, my name is Alyssa, I am Cancer. No, we don't do that. We don't do that. It's not yours. Again, guys, it's an imbalance in your body. So we got to shift the mindset. Stop telling yourself you're sick. Stop focusing on all the shit you don't want in your life anymore. And so what I want you to start doing is focusing on how you want to feel. I could just beat this thing till like a dead horse, sound terrible analogy, I know. But it's so important that we have to shift out of the pain. And when we name it and we own it and we really loathe in it and we tell everyone about it, we can't heal. We can't heal from it. You don't want people to look at you through a lens as if you're sick. I'm not saying you have to bottle this stuff up and not tell anyone, but I want you to start telling people about all the great stuff about yourself, all of your strengths. What are you? You are strong. Do you want to know what this IBS has shown you? That you are strong, that you are a warrior. You're not a sufferer though, right? You are a goddamn warrior because every single day you wake up and you go to work, you show up for your family, despite how shitty you feel. You are a warrior. You are not your IBS. Can we get an amen to that? Because it is so critical that, again, I want you to start shifting into your strengths. Start talking to yourself about all of the good things that help you beat this IBS. Not your IBS. It's not yours. This IBS. What are the things that are going to help you? The strengths within you. What are the qualities within you that are going to help you overcome this? Because you have two choices right now. You can continue designing your life as if you will be an IBS sufferer or warrior the rest of your life, or you can start creating your future IBS free. Which means, what does that look like? Right? What does that look like? How do you want to feel? So, guys, I'm sending you so much love right now because, and I know it sounds so freaking corny, but I'm so dead serious. I know how hard this is. It's not easy when it feels so persistent, when it just won't ever let up. I feel you. I know how this feels. And that's why I so badly want to help you guys just bring it on over. Shift that direction. I know how many life events, family gatherings that you have missed, right? I had a client say to me this week, Alyssa, my daughter just had our first grandbaby and my granddaughter, she's gonna run sooner than later. And I wanna be able to run with her. That's the real juice we gotta start talking about. That's what I want you to start planning for. I wanna run with my granddaughter. I had another client this week say, Alyssa, I haven't been to a Christmas dinner with my family in 2 years. I want to go to Christmas dinner. Like, it gives me chills. That's what it's about. What do you want to go accomplish? Not what you're missing. What do you want to go accomplish? Because anything is possible for you. I will always be that crazy ass chick on the sidelines that believes it's possible for you. It's time that you start believing it's possible for you too. So guys, if you are ready to fix this gut of yours, I'm gonna say shoot me a private message because I'm right here to support you and I want to hear from you. What's holding you back? What's holding you back from fixing your gut? Because I want to support you in overcoming that. So click on, if you're watching from our Facebook page, then click on message and shoot me a message. If you are watching this from our private Facebook group, it's free. Whoever's not in there, come join us. It's called the Love Your Guts IBS Support Group. Then just click on my name, Alyssa Lebrecq, and send me a private message, and I'm right here to support you guys. I hope you have an amazing rest of your night. We will see you next week, and guess what? Tomorrow's Friday. Bye.